Hello, welcome back, and I'm glad I took a break because I've found certain things I want to do, want to change before I get to the big exciting stuff of luxuries. I'm worried about Took supply. I'm worried about northwestern Abydos. I think these timber camps are taking me for a ride. I don't know why there's a market developing in Euphrates. I mean, there's nothing there apart from reasonably expensive wood, and these three people are like, oh no, that sounds like a great idea. What have we got to eat? Trees. What have you got to eat? So, I am going to forget Egyptian suppliers. They're no good. I am going to get my supplies from Kush. In fact, I'm kind of curious as to what exactly Took does to survive on its own. What I'm going to do, I want to bring in both of those, but I don't want to bring in that barley because I don't want this becoming a viable place. Because it's yet another place to try to get supply for. Napata. I recognise that name. I can't remember if I built a city there in Pharaoh, but it's definitely a familiar name. And we'll have a river port, and then we'll look at Took supply. Forget that route. I need you to go to Napata. Where you'll pick up 6 fish. 6 wood. But, doesn't seem right. That's better. Then go directly to Upper Egypt. Straight to Took. Whatever it's called. There's that problem. It's like, I know it's called Took, but I don't know what type of Took it is. In this case, it's Northern Took. And so far as I can tell, you can't rename. It's interesting. I know why. And then I was thinking, they could pick up some flax from here as well, because this linen supplier could do so much more, but there's so much downtime. So I'm going to build a... No, don't get rid of anything. I'm going to build a canal up to here. A small trading post here to pick up all the flax. It's Western Aswan, where the dam is today, but in 1873, it's just flax fields. A nice river port there. I'm getting the hang of that. Despite the fact that it looks like it should go on the water, it's not supposed to go on the water. If it's a canal, if it's a river, it is supposed to go in the water. And then Took supply. After you go to Northern Took, go to Western Aswan. Actually, I've changed my mind. God, that was a waste of money, wasn't it? To pick up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flax and 3 barley. Don't worry about feeding yourself. Worry about feeding the linen industry. And then you go back to Northern Took. Lovely, which means this chap needs to turn around. Edfu supply, I don't mind them using this wood supply, but I would rather they perhaps use that one as well. And then there's Hatshepsut, who's on wood. Is anybody else on wood? There's wood. No. So that's fine. It was a bit much to have a 10 demand for one timber camp. So I think that'll level it a little bit. I also want to build a city here. Largely to get the palace, but also thought while I'm there, why don't I make it into a proper city? So Abydos. I'm sure I've been there. No, I've not been there, but I've made the city in Pharaoh for it. And... that needs fish, it needs linen, needs wood. And if I was thinking, I would have built it closer to the river, but as I wasn't, I'll have to invest in a canal. That's really finicky placement. I don't know how you're supposed to know. It's just a case of guessing. And then we'll have Abydos supply. Apparently that supplies... That'll supply some more linen. It'll also supply some barley. And I noticed that there's a lot of fish there that's not being used. So it may as well go to Abydos. So new Abydos supply. Start with... oh, I don't know. Western Aswan on your Egyptian barge. Pick up 6. Go to Northern Abydos. To the actual Abydos. Maintain the 6 flax. Pick up 6 fish. Go to regular Abydos. In fact, while I'm at it, take a couple of linen, go back to Northern Abydos, pick up some more fish, go to Northwestern Abydos, drop all them off. I don't want you to pick up some wood because that could be quite expensive. Hatshepsut's trying. And... raspberries. Aye, that's really, really frustrating. I'm going to do that again now. So... new route. Abydos supply. Always save your routes, kids. Good grief. So go to Western Aswan on your Egyptian barge. Pick up 6. Go to Northern Abydos. Drop it off at Abydos. Save. Go back to it. Go back to Northern Abydos. I don't want to get carried away because that's only a single. That's only a single fishing boat, so that's probably going to exhaust itself if it's not careful. What I might do in that case, I will get rid of those changes. We'll have a market here. That's regular as one. So we'll go to Abjudos Supply, go to Western as one, go to regular as one, once you've built a river port. Leave with the same. Then go to Abjudos. Then go to Northern Abjudos. Pick up 6. I'll do it, but I don't want to do it. Go to Northwestern Abjudos. And then go back to Abjudos. I think I've said Abjudos enough times now. And then we'll get a new merchant. We'll do marketeering because there's no point having animal husbandry because no animals are involved. And that is all my money spent. But it does mean I've got a whole new market. And I will buy that because no independent traders when I'm around. And then we can start looking at... It's one more place. When this gets developed, it'll be one more place I can sell... Ooh, I didn't realise Egyptian barges were so much slower. They're both supposed to be medium speed. And when some money rolls in, we'll then get onto the exciting stuff of gold, which is El Carb. Wants a little bit. Don't want to get too carried away though. Abjudos will want 1. And the pyramid here will want 1 and a bit. The temples, they're kind of a bit... I guess we'll take 1. But I certainly want to try and sell a gold ingot here. Nice! Price gouging, please. You see, there's a route that's just... Ooh. Price gouging, please. That Southern Urn's paying off. Who's on Southern Urns? Oh, it's Tutankhamun. He's doing great. There's probably room for another urn route there. Oh, and in comes Ivory. They say it's already hotting up. Now you can get Ivory from here. There's 2 there. Or if you're feeling brave, you can go into Kush. And there's 5 travel camps. All sorts of dotted around the place. I'll be honest, I thought they were more focused than that. So for the time being, I think I'd be inclined to just keep it in Upper Egypt. Now, who wants Ivory? No one, apparently. But you talk about Ivory sculptures, that's something different. I'll buy that in a minute. The temples want Ivory statuettes, the palaces want Ivory statuettes. The pyramids, I believe, want Ivory statuettes. Not statues, statuettes. It's like a female statue? I don't know. I mean, pyramids want everything. They want copper urns, gold ingots, ivory statuettes. Good stuff. Which means there's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Seven. There are 7 potential ivory words. Let's use them. Ivory markets. So I'll do that first, and then I'll start looking at gold ingots. I've got a feeling this is going to be more immediately profitable. Can I fit those? I can. Southwestern Elephantine. I can't remember whether I bought the rights to sculpting. Doesn't look like it. Ah, there it is. And look at that. Just where I want it to be. You're being bought out immediately. Don't you worry about it. Now what I wouldn't mind doing is getting that canal a bit further along. Taking it to there. We'll have a river port there. Now, ivory. Who wants ivory? Well, ivory statuettes even. Start at Southwestern Elephantine. In a large reed boat, because apparently it's quicker. And also, we only need the 7. And it's pretty good in a sense, because in just buying that carver there, I've doubled the value. Tripled it almost. What's the base price on that? Yeah, tripled it. It means there's a lot of money to be made there. So market 2 is... Trying to think of the best way to do this, because you can only carry so many on a dray. But I'm thinking go to Edfu. Sell 1. Go to Abjados. Sell another. Go to Lower Egypt. Ooh. Hatshepsut's doing a thing with the wood route. You probably don't need to market wood. It's it kind of markets itself. Go to Myadum. Leave Myadum on a wheeled dray with 4. Go to Western Zawiyat El Arian. Good name. Leave with 2. Go back to Myadum. Leave on a large reed boat. Go with some statues. Don't skimp on them. Go down to Edfu. Leave on a wheeled dray. I'll go on a horse actually. It's the same speed. Again with 2 ivory statuettes. And then go to El Carb. Huh, not bad remembering that from memory. Then go back to Edfu on a large reed boat. Back to Southwestern Elephantine. And then there's going to be some money made. So much so, I might consider building another canal that just goes up there. Just to cut the time off. But that's probably a little bit decadent. I'll wait for the money to come in so I can actually buy a merchant. But that's fine. That'll give us time for the demand to come in. I'm already seeing that price rising and I'm liking the look of it. What's Necho doing? He's trying to sell some linen cloth to people that just aren't interested. They want more bronze hand mirrors. Where's Josa when you want him? He's on his way back from Alsa, where there's a glut of hand mirrors. He's not made any money yet, but I'm hoping he'll make quite a bit. What does his route look like? Northern Heliopolis goes to Northern Tuk, sells one at Edfu, sells one at El Karb, sells one at Mayadum. We'll pretend that reeds are military kickbacks. I mean, you could use reeds in a boat, I guess, and the boat could be classed as a weapon. Oh, we've also got money now for a merchant, so we'll have somebody do some price gouging. And off you go on your ivory route. Ramesses. Once pharaoh, now trader. Famine relief is probably a good idea since you're carrying mostly food. That was the wrong one, wasn't it? Oh, I don't know. So there's no real demand for bronze hand mirrors there. The demand for bronze hand mirrors is all elsewhere. In fact, it's all in the cities. So I might have a city mirrors route that goes to things like northwestern Abydos, regular Abydos. I don't know. I don't want to flood the supply with mirrors, but Edfu could certainly stand to have a few more mirrors. I don't know. Think it through. In the meantime, I've got to wait for some money to come in. There's Ramesses on his way to pick up some statuettes. I'm waiting for this place to get a move on. Come on. That's surely profitable. We've also got to take into account labour costs as well, I guess. Right, has Joseph made some money yet? That's what I want to know. No. But he will do. He's on his way to Northern Tuk. So where doesn't Mirrors go to? Doesn't go to northwestern Abydos. Doesn't go to regular Abydos. And Edfu only gets supplied with one. So what I'm thinking is, the Mirrors 2 route goes to Alsa, goes to Northern Heliopolis, goes to northwestern Abydos. Then goes to regular Abydos. I mean, they'll want some from that palace. River pilot, please. I've done that thing again, haven't I? Where I've just lost all my progress on the route. Best thing to happen to that route. Mirrors 2. Go to northwestern Abydos. Go to regular Abydos. And then go to, I guess, Edfu? I'm worried about flooding the market. But not worried enough. Yeah, let's go to Edfu. And then forget about these. I hope that's not going to cause an adverse effect. I mean, there is demand for bronze hand mirrors. And then we'll have Khufu, the river pilot. I recognise that name, Khufu. I believe he's the chap that sent you to Saqqara to build you the pyramid, the first proper pyramid. You go on mirrors too. Where's Tutankhamun? And no, the other chap. Where's Ramesses? And has he made me some money yet? For Ramesses. Doesn't look like it, but he has had to pay for all his boats, so can't judge him too harshly. All those houses at Euphrates have finally gone. I mean, really, what were they thinking? What does Amenhotep do? He's selling fish. There's plenty of demand for it. There's plenty of demand for it. Joseph's making me making fat stacks of cash. Where is he? See, Edfu can handle a bit more in the way of bronze hand mirrors. Is there really demand for it in Maidon? Oh no, he's going up to Western Zawiet El Aryan. Rolls off the tongue, that name. And if you ask me, I could probably put somebody on that. You're not asking me, but I'm telling you anyway. We could probably have another merchant on the Urns route. Because he's going to sell 2, but that still leaves a demand of 2. Oh, yes. New merchant. Somebody with better skills than that. Never mind. Sestoris. Get on it. You go on regular urns. There's probably money to be made. There's money to be made. What's the ivory situation there? There's still more demand for ivory. So, we'll have a new merchant. Ikharton can also get involved in ivory. See, the money's rolling in now. Now we're making progress. Now let's talk about gold. Let's go to Upper Egypt. Now gold you've got to be careful with because there's not a great deal of demand for it, so you can get pretty... well, I can get pretty carried away. So the temples don't want it, the palace like it. But only the palace and the pyramids like them. So where's the nearest smelter? Is it worth building my own? Ordinarily, yes, but oh, hang on a second. That'll do. Come on, game, give me a break. Thebes. Oh, this must be where's the family HQ then? We are apparently the Thebes family. And I think I was mentioning in another comment about the irritating thing in this game where you can end up with somewhere with a name like Northwestern Abydos turning into a major city, while Thebes is basically just a gold mine and a smelter. It's a smelter that I own now. I own this place. Josa is ringing in the money. I'm all about that. Oh, let's not forget a caravanserai. New routes. Gold. Go to Thebes, leave on a horse, take 3 gold ingots, sell 1 at El Kab. Those southern urns, it's making all the money. Tutankhamun. We'll pretend he's good with animals. Go to Edfu. Again with gold ingots because there's just no demand for it. Forget it. If I wanted to minimax it, I guess I would do this route, and then I would do the same route again, but on the second time change Edfu so it sells 1. Tutankhamun is on fire. Have some marketing for those urns. Go to Edfu where you'll turn into a large reed boat. Go to Abjados. And then go to Mayadum, where you'll turn into a horse. And go to Western Zawiat El Arian. And if you think I'm getting tired of saying that name, oh, you're wrong. Ramesses has made enough money to get another promotion. It's not bad to say. He's only just... I think he's only done that route the one time. He's done it once. Go back to Mayadum and leave on a large reed boat. Then go back to Edfu. Leave on a horse, and that takes you back to Thebes. Now maybe I'm being overly cautious there. Maybe I am being overly cautious there. But I don't want to flood the market with gold, because that's just a bad idea, all told. I'll have somebody who's good with animals, Nefertiti, get them the gold supply. And I think that's most luxuries catered for. There's still some more demand for ivory. What's the demand for copper urns like? That's not going to be great there, actually. Palace doesn't want any copper urns. El Kab wouldn't say no to some more copper urns, and neither would Edfu. To that end, given that Tutankhamun's just finished his route, it might be worth getting somebody in that's the river pilots and going on another southern urns route. And I hope that this place can keep up with demand. It will do if you just keep on making urns. Just keep making them. Don't question it, just make urns. Because you better believe there's going to be some demand for them. It's a magic mule that can walk over water. I guess the game classes canals different. It's just a pathway. As far as the game code's concerned, I imagine. I don't know, I've never looked at the game code. You can't look at the game code, it's encrypted. And rightly so. Well, I think so. It's all saved in like open brace close brace .open brace close brace file. And I don't know what one of them is. Abjados supply. That definitely has food in it, so do that. What's going on in Abjados? I wouldn't mind another person on Abjados supply because it seems quite profitable. Somebody like Chenu who does famine relief. Go on Abjados supply. Because there's also a famine for flax apparently. Whereas Western has one is drowning in flax. So Ramesses is being held back. That's not looking as profitable as I thought it would do. Oh well, it's only his first rodeo. Right, what does Edfu need? Need some bronze hand mirrors, bit of wood. But really, it doesn't want for anything. What's the wood supply? Oh come on, Napata! I didn't want you to do that. I wanted you to just supply stuff. Now this chap's got to compete with a population of 14. I mean, I'm almost tempted to start supplying it with goods. It's so big. Thing is, you can't build any canals in Kush. It's a barbaric place. So I would quite like to get access to those timber camps. I guess you could have a wood supply, a chap that goes on a mule and just does all the inland routes, but it just doesn't seem profitable enough. What's wrong with Northern Tools? There's no wood. I'm working on it though. But I hope those people don't disappear. Look, hold on, I know you've not got any food, or wood, or bronze hand mirrors. You've got plenty of linen cloth. Nefertiti is already making money with the gold route. Where is she? And for Nefertiti. I mean, she's done the whole gold route. And there is a lot more demand. I was perhaps a little overly cautious there. Perhaps we'll have a second merchant on there. Yeah, or not. What was that? Ivory. Create some demand for it. I've got a feeling you'll be needing to create some demand. Can I build canals in the Eastern Mediterranean? Sort of. What about in Cyprus? Yeah, no, they're fine with it. I think as long as... I think it's as long as the elevation's a certain point, but it's hard to tell. Oh dear, are you fighting over bronze mirrors? What's the hold-up? What is the hold-up? Good, people are leaving Ulcer. So that's what I want. Get out. Don't live there, just make stuff for me. I guess it's just the mines are just letting it all down. Oh, look at that. The price there is too high. These people can't make a profit. Although I imagine this place is killing. Is making a killing, yeah. Good. Get lost. That sound of people leaving. Ramesses is doing great stuff on the Ivory route. Almost makes me want to forget about this place. I guess we could... It looks like we're going to have to upgrade this route so that these people bring their own copper and bring their own tin. But I don't want to do that because I'm idle. Ah, there's actual Cyprus. And a trading post here. So mirrors. And mirrors too. Oh, I've got to completely redo them, haven't I? Or I could just have somebody that just supplies them. It's really wasteful, but at this point, I can't be bothered. Mirrors supply. Where you go to Cyprus. On the camel, pick up all the... That, go to Alsa. Go to northeastern Cyprus, get all the tin. Go back to Alsa. Go to Cyprus. Then that way you're bringing in twice as much tin as copper. So some poor schmuck. We'll take him just because so he gets there quicker. He's got to supply the bronze. Did I not sell? Did I not save that? Oh no, it's mirrors supply. I was going to say. Like I know I'm not the most attentive player, but I'm fairly sure I'd remember something like that. And then build a road that just goes through there. Something like that. See, look at the profit on that. There's no profit to be made. What a waste. Well, this chap's rubbing his hands with glee. I'm just glad I own it. Any other bottlenecks? Well, these people, all the way through the game, these people are just making me a quiet little profit. No complaints, just bringing in some regular income. What's Tutankhamun doing? Nefertiti's having a great time. Where is she? Uh-oh. Why are you stuck there? There's too many copper urns. Oh, woe is me. What's happening in Upper Egypt? Ooh, price gouging, please. I mean, the women are on top of this. Nefertiti and Hatshepsut. They're all over this. Right, you've just gone from, I believe, Abydos. That's not Abydos. You see what I mean? I don't want to flood the market for gold. I'd rather just have this nice little thing that's guaranteed a profit. What's Chenu doing? He's trying to sell wood to a population that looks like they're not interested. They're trying to sell fish to a population that's not interested. Ramesses is making even more money. Where is Ramesses? Maybe 5,000. There's still more demand for ivory statuettes. I'd be inclined to have somebody else, like Narmar, or doing another ivory route. Just to get some ivory in. I'm all about that ivory, apparently. When does this end? 1800. We've got 23 years in which to make a bit more money. I don't know, what's the scores on the doors look like? I'm a notable tycoon. Well, thank you very much. Almost, I need another 3,000 points to make it to Merchant Prince rank. I like to think I'll be able to make 3,000 coins in the next 20 years. There's still plenty of merchants left. Oh, Cleopatra and Ptolemy. I don't know who Actos. Him. I don't know who they are. Oh, look at the price of copper urns. What's the price of copper urns that I'm buying them for here? I bet that's shooting up. Kind of. We're going to struggle now. Thutmose is maybe 20,000. Good guy Thutmose. Nefertiti just quietly making some money. What's Ikhanton doing? More demand for ivory statuettes. Just quietly making money. It's lovely. It's what I like. There's a sculptor there, so I could have taken the ivory directly, but what's the point? I've got it all centralised. Oh, Sesotris, I'm worried about you. Well, I'm not that worried actually. Marketeering, that'd be useful. Price gouging, that'd be useful. See, there's still some more demand for ivory statuettes. How many times have I said ivory statuettes? Right, let's go on Upper Egypt. Edfu, what do you want? Everything. I want some more wood. Population of 5, they're pretty begrudging, but they're hanging around. Sameticus, who there? Oh, he's trading in urns. Sort of. I think he's come at the wrong time. Oh, maybe not. We're going to need some marketeering though, if I'm going to sell all these urns that I've suddenly got. Edfu supply. River pilot, please. See, who's to say that supplying cities isn't profitable? Well, that compared to the 20,000 that Sestoros has made, whatever his name is. Doesn't that look good there? See if we can get that as a thumbnail. Just all these ships going up and down the river. No, they're fine for wood. They're like, I've got enough, thanks. I'm not paying 76 for some wood. So many boats, it's lovely. I could watch that all day. And for all I know, that is exactly what you're doing. Just going through the playlist of the Trade Empires, all those videos that you can find on YouTube. I think there's about 6. Mirrors 2, marketeering, because I'm a bit paranoid that I might. Be over-egging it with the mirrors. I'm surprised he made any money because mirrors are getting pretty expensive in Alza, or whatever it's called. What's he trying to do? He's trying to sell copper to a smelter that's just not interested. That's better. We've actually got some mirrors now. What's also better is that all these people have gone from Ulster. I've kicked them all out. Just can't afford to live there. Well, I guess it's nice to have some people there, but I'm just not supplying it. Nefertiti is just making the money. It's just rolling in. It's like gold route. Amjidos supply. I'm fairly sure a supply route shouldn't be as profitable as these people are making it. Bearing in mind that they're bringing vital goods and services. Where is Amjidos? No, not Amjidos. The chap's on Amjidos. Amenhotep. We're selling fish to these poor people that are starving. I mean, to say I thought this was going to be quite a quick video, it looks like we're going in almost up to an hour. The game promised me this would be a short scenario, but I guess it's short but intense. If I wasn't going at like a glacial pace, as I often do with these games. Oh, beautiful. It's just lovely. More of that. You know what? I'm seeing more demand for ivory. Would it be worth getting another merchant on the case? It looks like we're reaching capacity, actually. That's it. They're making ivory as fast as they can. Well, making ivory. They're hunting ivory as fast as they can. There's only so many elephants, you see, and rhinos. Up the rhino supply. What's he doing? He's on the linen fish route. Well, he's trying to buy barley, but they're just not interested. It's founded in 1997. Oof! There's just too many hand mirrors. I've overdone it with the mirrors. I think as the price goes down, the demand bar goes up faster. So that's how the game counteracts it. But still, I'm looking at that and weeping. Because they probably bought him. They probably bought him for about 1,000. Is that the sound of houses disappearing? Not from Amjidos, it isn't. They're having a great time. From northwestern Amjidos, they're not having a good time. Let's have another quick check on the Eastern Mediterranean. Khufu's managed to get some hand mirrors quicker and more effectively than last time, but he's going to struggle to sell them. Having said that, he bought them for 413. We ought to upgrade that to a wheeled tray. Let's have a look at Narmar selling more urns. People have had enough of them. What people haven't had enough of is ivory. They just can't get enough of this stuff. Having said that, this chap isn't making a profit. Well, it's not too bad. It means the profit's being made elsewhere. But it would have been nice to have made some profit for my efforts. It's 1802. We've got 2 years left. And I don't know. There's no like preparation for it. The game will just suddenly go, voomp. Here's your high score. Game over. I guess all I can do now is just sit back and enjoy. Edfu's at a population of 20 and it's stable. Well, if I was feeling generous. Look at that, hand mirrors are down to 754. Oh, it's tragic. And the urns. Nobody wants them. Having said that, they were going for almost triple the price, so I don't blame them so much. There's Nefertiti quietly making a profit. What's Ramesses selling? What's Ivory like? There's still a demand for it. Ramesses is still doing a good job. Lovely. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy, and there we go. I've beaten Charlemagne, whoever that is. I mean, I know who Charlemagne is, but I don't know who he is in the context of this. The grand score of 94,717. That's maybe a merchant prince. Lovely. Beating Charlemagne, my offline self, and the missing link, who just wasn't even trying at 23,000. Good stuff. Well, I feel rather pleased about that. Let's have a quick rundown, starting with Kush. I want to see how Napata's doing. It's still there. There's no food for the place. Like, everybody's desperate for some barley, but now they're moving out. Actually, no, they can't make up their mind. And in Upper Egypt, we've got this rather nifty canal set up. Edfu, which I think I would class as the capital. Sesotris. He's got marketeering, but I don't think it's helping him. And price gouging probably won't help him now because there's too much supply. And we've got El Kab, we'll go up to Thebes where we've got the gold. Northern Tuk, which has never really taken off, but I don't really expect it to because it's got nothing to survive with. It's got nothing to eat and no wood. All it can do is produce linen. Abydos, which I suppose should be the capital because there's the palace there. That never really took off as much as I would have liked it to, but never mind. Northwestern Abydos took off even though I didn't want it to. And in Lower Egypt, there's no towns as far as I know, it's just brutal resource extraction. It's like Assyria in the last one. I don't think any towns have developed, have they? No dwellings. And then in Eastern Mediterranean, people have come back to Alsa. Get out! Ooh, still money to be made in ivory. It's a weapon, so we'll call it a weapon. There we go. And then there's Cyprus. I don't think I've ever gone to this part of the map. I don't know quite why you would. I guess you could get some tin there, but and some wood. I guess you could take a bunch of wood. I don't know, and somebody in the chat might be able to know this. If you can take, say, on a dray you can take 4 wood, but I would want to take an Egyptian barge worth 12 wood out of the Eastern Mediterranean. I mean, I guess you can't be on a galley. But I think you'll have a problem with the transfer unless you're to use 2 merchants, one to supply the port and the other person in the port to take 12 or whatever away. That seems very wasteful on merchants. Anyway, for a conclusion, this is extremely rambling. So we'll go back to the capital city. There we go. For a... well, it looks rather prosperous. There's loads of people trying to buy and sell and everything like that. And with that, I will see you next time when we'll be in ancient Greece. Either in Zeus or in this. I don't know. It's all Greek all the time. Well, at the moment, anyway. And I will see you in the next video. See you later.